Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and we're a little bit later today because Blizzard has dropped a major announcement with the next season, the 10th season of Battlegrounds. But this also has, for the first time pretty much ever, major standard consequences or implications, whatever you want to call it, based on the timing of everything. Basically, we know when the mini set's going to be coming out, and we're going to talk about that, why that's basically confirmed, I would imagine, unless they're hiding something from us. And then we'll talk about the Battlegrounds season, because every update, I like to talk about it, it's like our one Battlegrounds-esque video every expansion cycle, because I do play it, I like to check it out, so maybe if you guys want to see the new mechanics, hang out for that. But we'll talk about the mini set stuff first. And as always, if you enjoy the content on the channel, feel like I've earned your subscription, please hit that sub button down below. Give the video a like as we are on the road to 100,000 subscribers in that brand bronze beard. We got the beard going cosplay. I'm actually in contact with multiple cosplay artists. I want to do this right and try and get a legit cosplay costume. We'll see what we can do, but to get there, yeah, we need you guys to hit that sub button. Make me go brand. So before we get into the Battleground stuff, I do want to talk about the mini set implications. So I have a draft. I'm actually recording this a little bit early. Thank you to Blizzard for that, where they announced Battleground Season 10 Second Nature. And I gotta say, this key art, which is also in the thumbnail, absolutely gorgeous. But the important part here is see the other side of the Emerald Dream with revamp Trinket. So they're redoing trinkets for you Battlegrounds players, a huge minion refresh, and more in Battleground Season 10 Second Nature. But more importantly, going live on April 29th. And if you haven't been following along, basically the timing of everything this expansion cycle different than normal. That was outlined in the Year of the Raptor blog, where they went through the patch cycle and how things are going to work. We have talked about this quite a few times, but basically patch 32.2, which will contain the new Battleground season, will actually not contain the new arena, as we found out in this features update, but will include the Into the Emerald Dream mini set. And this update didn't say anything about, removing the mini set, delaying that at all. They did say the Battleground season and Emerald Dream mini set will both be coming, right? So yeah, April 29th, a day before this old man's birthday, where we're turning 40. That's right, 40-year-old man playing a children's card game, wearing a Donkey Kong shirt. I got a bunch of Lego, including a Bowser, looking menacingly. Yes, I'm a child stuck inside a rather large man's body. Anyways, yeah, so that basically confirms April 29th. We're probably getting the mini set, right? Unless there's some shenanigans with it. No idea. Well, I probably have an idea, but we'll find out together in the future. But yes, April 29th, likely to happen. And then, yeah, this whole Battlegrounds update goes live, and we're going to go over that. We're going to go over what's actually happening in the Battlegrounds. I'm going to check it out. I always do. If you look at my stats for Battlegrounds, I've actually played quite a lot, and I typically enjoy it. Trinkets, I wasn't huge on the last time. Didn't hate it, didn't love it, but they're revamping it. So let's take a look. And I will say, I don't believe there's any other constructed or mini set news here. So if you don't want to hear about Battleground stuff, I guess we'll see it tomorrow. But yeah, let's talk about the Battlegrounds. So with Season 10 begins, anomalies will be removed. That was the prior mechanic from the tavern, and turn lengths will be temporarily lengthened. I guess to give you an idea of I want to read the trinkets and all that. And they say trinkets are back. Trinkets are special passive power-ups that you buy with gold and use for the rest of the game. So I remember the first time, I just didn't love how it forced you down a line. You had to spend gold. I didn't love that. But it's coming back. We'll see how it works. So trinkets like last time are offered twice per game on turn 6. So you get a lesser trinket, and turn 9 a greater trinket. And these can be altered by what you bought throughout the game, what your hero is, stuff like that. And each offering you'll get 4 trinkets to choose from. Was it 3 last time? I don't remember if it was 3 or 4. Anyways, the trinket system has been adjusted for the return so that you now more frequently get trinkets for your most common minion type, which is nice, right? I got a bunch of Murlocs. I'm going to have a likely more Murloc synergistic trinket. To keep things interesting, we've also infused the trinket shop with tons of new offerings, 100 plus new trinkets to go alongside 100 plus returning trinkets. That's insane. They show examples like 1 for 2 gold, a lesser one, your tavern spells that give stats granted extra +1/+1, or a greater trinket with the empowerment portrait, get an Azurite empowerment. Hopefully it's not like the Azurite snake. It's not. At the start of each turn, get another. I think that was one similar last time. I don't remember. Anyways, we got new heroes too. They're adding Cenarius, which this hero power looks pretty good. For 3 gold, increase your maximum gold by 1, so you can ramp pretty consistently. Played some druid, I guess, in Battlegrounds, and we have what is this? Buttons making his debut with a passive ability of on turn 8, choose a greater trinket to buy 8 turns left. So you still have to buy it, I believe, right? And you'll, I guess, on turn 9 you'll get another greater trinket. So you'll have 2 greater trinkets, and that's pretty cool, right? So you can have multiple of those. And a massive minion refresh where they show off a few minions here. They're saying they're going to explore the second side of the minion pool with over 75 new and returning minions and tavern spells. So we have the Intrepid Botanist, a tier 2 unit. Choose 1. Your tavern spells that give stats grant an extra +1 attack this game or +1 health. So really pushing the spell buffing, which is kind of interesting. We have the Humongous. Is that he's like a fungi or something like that? Tier 4 unit has Divine Shield. Your tavern spells that give stats granted extra +1/+2. So again, another buffing thing. And we'll move my stupid face over here. And we have a tier 5 spell for 3 gold. The High Tea Service, refresh the tavern with tier 5 cards. That's pretty nice, actually. If you're looking, I guess, is Brand still tier 5? I think so. You could get that, although I feel like Brand's not quite what it used to be. And they have a quality of life improvement. New minion frames. We're updating minion frames to make it easier to tell which minions belong to the same minion type. This is really nice because with like the artwork, sometimes you just can't tell that well if it's like a demon, an elemental, or whatever, even when you're quickly re-rolling the tavern. Each minion type's frame will correspond to one of the Hearthstone class frames, and dual type minions will use the half and half frames that Hearthstone uses for dual class cards. So looks like Elemental be given Mage, the Mage color, right? The blue, with La Color Frost Forger. At the end of your turn, give your other minions +2/+2. A tier 5 7/5 unit, so that's kind of neat. And yeah, you will get the Land Lubber. I believe this one's a returning minion. I seem to remember it, but I could be wrong. Tier 3 unit, 4/5 Elemental Pirate, so Pirate will be Rogue, Elemental's Mage. The tavern offers an extra tavern spell after each refresh. So that's really nice, I will say, having those frames, and it just makes it a lot easier to be like, okay, that's a specific tribe. That will be really cool, because yeah, hovering over to read it sometimes, especially like newer players or more casual like me that play consistently but not enough to feel super comfortable with everything, that's really good. And they're gonna do drops as well. There'll be an early access event on April 25th. I could be involved if you guys really want me to do it, but I typically pass on these. They will have drops though. It's probably refresh tokens, but we'll see. Yeah, drops will be enabled category and wide. Watch a total of 2 hours to earn 4 Battlegrounds tokens. I have like 15 of them. I never use them. I don't care. Like, I just pick the hero. I don't pay for the Tavern Pass. I don't have any of that. And yeah, they're having upcoming reveals. I'll link this below if you want to keep up to date. April 17th all the way up until the 23rd, they're having all these different reveals. We'll have patch notes on the 24th, early access event on the 25th. So I imagine by the 24th, we'll see the mini set stuff, right? I don't know. It doesn't say. And it says, yeah, see the card library during the reveal season. Yeah, again, nothing on the mini set itself, but yeah, I imagine we got to find out by the patch notes, unless they're going to hide it even longer. And they got the refresh, Battlegrounds track refresh, which I believe it hasn't changed since they added the season pass. It's like extra paid and you get an extra refresh and all that stuff. And yeah, it's basically it. So not a huge overhaul, like not a brand new mechanic, but trinkets come back. I really like the quality of life change, and hey, at least we have a pretty good idea of when that mini set is coming. So yeah, let me know what you think about this Battleground stuff or the mini set or whatever you want. And yeah, probably be our only video covering this until, well, the patch notes and the patch itself comes out. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.